Hi, I wanted to send a video message to my kids, and I thought it was a message that a lot of people would understand and relate to. Um, Most holidays are centered around the family. Yom HaAtzmaut, Independence Day, usually it's centered on family barbecue. And my kids are actually, maybe I'll have 3 out of 4 of my kids here. But for me, Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel Independence Day, has a very family-centric meaning. I moved to Israel in 1991 when I was 30 years old. You can do the math. Um, and one of the things I had in my consciousness when I made aliyah was that I was drastically changing the course of my family, my genealogical history and trajectory. Um, Very few Jews can, if any, can trace their lineage, their ancestry back to when their family left Israel. I certainly can't. My grandparents on my father's side came from Romania, I believe, but grandparents, great grandparents from my mother's side came from Russia. Um, and I don't know where they came from before that, though genetic testing, which I fully intend to do in the near future, um, seems to say that my family came from the Middle East, came from pretty much where I'm sitting now. When I came to Israel, I had my children in mind. I had in mind that from now on, my family would now be part of prophecy, be part of the Bible, be part of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and everything we read and everyone we read about in the Bible, including the stories of the exile and when we left, and including the prophecies that Hashem would bring us back. My children and my wife are the products of my dream to change my family story. I came to Israel to change that. I came to Israel to be part of the story of my nation in my land. So Yom HaAtzmaut is very special for me. My kids are Israeli. They were born here. My daughter, my oldest, she was born in Jerusalem, as were my two next sons, and my youngest was born in Bat Ain, in a home that I built in the Nachalah, in the inheritance of the tribe of Yehuda. I'm hoping and praying that they stay in the land of Israel. I I look at my siblings, and God bless them, their kids are still there. And it's just really, it's just so tenuous. A Jew outside of Israel, you know, there's a story about Reb Shlomo Carlebach. He was walking down the street and he saw a Jew with payas literally down to his knees. You know, the earlocks, the hair. And he said to him, Reb Yid, why so long? And he said, I'm doing this so that maybe my son will have a kippah on his head, and maybe my grandson will be Jewish. Jews are 0.02 or 0.2% of the world population, less than 1%. Most people in the world don't even know a Jew. And I remember when I went to college, the big push was marry a Jewish girl, and that's not the push anymore. Now Jews on campus are fighting for their survival. Maybe that'll help them stay Jewish. Maybe they'll take that seriously and say, wow, and I better hang out with a Jewish girl because 99.8% of everyone out there hates me. But Yom HaAtzmaut is about family, and not just family, whoever's sitting down at the dinner table, but family going back to the exile, back to Egypt, back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jews were tribes that can trace our lineage back to 3 patriarchs, 3 fathers, 4 mothers. This is about family. Yom HaAtzmaut is about family. And I'd like that message to be given out to my kids and to my wife. God willing, I don't have any grandchildren yet. But God willing, if I'm blessed, it's not like 98% of the people out there will make my grandchildren not Jewish. My grandchildren almost definitely, almost 99% will be part of my tribe, part of my family, part of the trajectory that was described in the Bible. And that's what Israel Independence Day is for me. It's about family. It's about my part as a family in a tribe, my part in this amazing story that was told in the Bible. It's all really one big story of a family. And that's what we're doing on Israel Independence Day. We're celebrating this new chapter in the story of the family of Israel. I think I'm going to do another video, a more private message to my kids. Or maybe I'll just do a barbecue for them. Give them some steaks. Give them some love. Not such a heavy message. But I look at my children, and my children are the children of my dream. They are my dream. They are the reality that I dreamed of 32 years ago when I said, I want to take a right turn off of the trajectory of thousands of years of my family being in the exile, running from one country to the other because we're Jews. We're not running anymore. We're home. That's Yom HaAtzmaut for me. So thank you so much for joining me. Be blessed. And yeah, I guess maybe, since we are supposed to be a light unto the nations, and we are supposed to be a nation of priests, which priests serve the other nations, since we're bringing about the third temple, which is the temple for all nations to pray in, I guess it's also a story of the family of mankind. Or more intimately, more correctly, the family of people who believe that God is one and his name is one. And that's where we're headed. That's where we came from. And that's what we're going back to. So thank you all. Be blessed.